Yo, what is going on? Welcome in, welcome in. So I set things up incorrectly on accident. I forgot the other Saturday I just did a Twitch stream so I could listen to all different kind of music, and I didn't notice that would throw like a wrench into what I'm doing here. So I think I just gotta hold on a second. I think I just gotta pop out chat here. I think I got a double pop-out chat for Twitch and YouTube and call that a day. I think we'll be all right. Oops, not what I meant to do. Oh, great, I can't zoom in. Writing is so small. It won't let me zoom in. Oh, there we go. It's let me zoom in. Never mind. I don't know why it wouldn't. Whoa. Okay, it only lets me zoom in. It doesn't let me zoom out. Great. Okay. There we go. Mama Phil, yo! Welcome in. Oh, jeez. This is... Dang it. Freaking... Windows 11. This thing. Ladder reset this Friday. Yeah. Good call on that one. I do need to look into... Make sure I get a team going, huh? Me and y'all alike. Oh my gosh. Why did the game just crash? What is going on? I just reset my computer too, man. This is lame. I don't know why the game just crashed, so. Give me one quick second again, you know, typical Phil maneuver here, I guess, huh? Firing up the treadmill, get the character. I don't know why that just crashed. I don't know what's going on here. Have I ever found a high rune on offline? I mean, yeah. These are just extra runes. I found so many ohms that I don't keep them anymore. I cube them up to high runes, actually. But yeah. Base must be freezing. No, it's actually quite hot. Okay, this is okay. There we go. Okay, let's try this one more time here. Gee, what's going on? So, try to shout everybody out I can see around here. Yeah, we're on offline terror zones, by the way. Anyone who is unaware, that's how I can see what's going on. What's the full schedule? What's up, Race, Derek, Marty, B-Dubs, what's going on, Trash? Jeff Beal, Big City Man, what is up? I actually have a, whatchamacallit over there. What anime you in? I decided was like, yeah, let's just do a funny thumbnail for this one. And probably like 4 years ago or something, I did a fireballer thumbnail like that. And you know, it looks funny. Wait, is this still P1? This is where it froze last time. Don't do it again. Ah, it is. Dang it. Yeah, well. Boy. Considering I have no skillers in here, it kind of wrecks. Ooh. You know what I don't need in here? Is that Sunder Charm. Move this out of here real quick. I guess I got too many of those. I was gonna cube up some, to get better, insights. But I always just get bad rolled insights for some reason. I'm gonna need to remember I don't have as much safety on this because it's not really set up for this. So I gotta remember not to walk myself into certain death, you know what I mean? Which is totally something Phil would do. My static radius isn't the greatest. Yeah, as soon as I get rid of the Fire Sunday, I instantly come across an immune to fire champion, of course. No big deal. No, so let's see. I have to look again. I'm pretty positive. I don't remember if they're on the same drive or not, Marty, to be honest anymore. They used to not be when I had them on the other computer, or on the before when everything crashed. They were on the secondary M.2, but I don't remember now that after installing Windows 11, to be honest. Oop. Nope. Go running cows, never thought I'd see the day. Yeah, you know, three lined up TZs. I figured I'd decided to go for it with the singular most optimal cow farmer of all time. Sarcasm, of course. Working pretty good though. See, terrorize too can get you Tyrell's Might out here, right? So 13 med solo self found says Biv. Yeah, that's like the maximum I can get. I think that's the most I got. Now I think I found up 115 once, or I found, I mean, you know, rolled or whatever you call it, made one. Oh man, yeah, I've probably made 20 on offline single player, and the highest I've gotten is 15. Not that it's really a huge deal. Not a huge deal at all, really, but oh. Get him, Merc. Cow King. Uh-oh, I'm not gonna be able to make. Not gonna be able to make anymore. KC said he needs to start a solo self-found. Oh yeah. Oh, you say you didn't get a notification today, says KC. Unfortunate. Good old YouTube for you, huh? They decide what you like, not yourself. Mr. Unknown, welcome in. Altair Child Soul, yeah, with that. Oh, let me make sure not the fastest runs here, so we're gonna need to battle her up a bunch. What arm are you wearing? So this right here is full Tells. So of course I have the Tells armor on. Beat up! Oh! Thank you so much for the Jeff Bezos subscription. 9 months. 9 months of taking that trillionaire's money and giving it to a poor streamer in need. Thank you so much. Beat up. Appreciate you. Yeah, one thing with cows, I gotta pay attention a little bit, or I'm gonna make myself look like a fool, more than normal even. Joshua, I don't know what that says at the start, but welcome in, either way. Walking on the treadmill too, burn a few extra calories. Get a little more ripped, you know, get just a couple calories burned away, it's gonna be great. Infinity there. Did I have an insight over here? I was even re-rolling. No, I actually don't even. A lot of different characters, so. Scott DeLoof, welcome in. Check these. Nope, forget those guys. Man. Need a bigger fan, I think. Is there a reason for full towels? Yeah, yep. I kind of talk about it in the video, link in the description. Oh, I messed that up. about why this character is full tells this way and why there's no skillers of any kind on here. Kind of what I initially designed it for. It was kind of more meant to be my dedicated TZ Andy farmer, and this way no other character uses full tells except for a sorceress, right? You never, like, if you use Enigma and a Shaco and SOJs or whatever you're using, you constantly have to transfer that stuff over to your paladin, over blah 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 blah. So I decided to make this a full tells dedicated Andy farmer, so I would never ever even think of transferring any of this gear over to another character. But then I went, you know what? I wonder how that works in every other area. And it actually works pretty good anywhere. I could throw a Sunday on too. I might even just throw the Thunder Charm on, to be honest. Lose the 20 magic fine, but then I won't have to worry about the champions that are immune to fire, because they don't deal any fire damage out here, so resistances, I mean, don't matter pretty much, right? Lightning, that's it. I wouldn't be a streamer if I wasn't getting money. I mean, you can go to work and get money and still be broke, bro. Oh, speaking of being broke. Ooh, enchant charges, interesting. Speaking of being broke, this is what you guys love about cows, right? Finding runes, not a high, but we'll take a mid rune. Good old Mal, part of the way to our Mosaic Assassin, right? Or whatever Mal's used for. Oh man, I really wish that I didn't mess up my streaming setup here. But yeah. EK says, let's go! True, true, true. Yeah, Marcus, it's funny how people think when someone streams they're like rich. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes. But it's whatever. Got Mame, good old got Mame. Rich in friendship. There you go. Yeah, rich in a community and whatnot here on oh, little Sunday on the interweb. 80. Okay, all right. I was adjusting my arm there for a second. Almost got chopped out. Isn't Mal used in Prudence? Could be. I don't know that one too well. I don't know that I've ever made Prudence before in my entire life, to be honest. I feel like it's one of those ones that's too expensive to, like, there's stuff that's cheaper that I would use over it, but I mean, it is good, of course, but I always have something better before I find the Mal rune that I would use to make something like that. I feel anyways. I gotta kind of remember off the top of my head, I can't remember everything that's on Prudence. But. Bugged F Prudence you missed? Okay, alright. Yeah, that was back in the day. What, 06, 08 patches? Something like that, maybe? Not ethereal, not gonna worry about it. This thing, legendary. Fried and baked the pork chops. It's up to you. If you want to cook them, that's fine. I'm not gonna complain about how you do it, if that's what you're getting at. Not one that I cared enough about to worry about. Just I had a way of getting them cooked, yes, but I don't really care about it. So yeah, you can do whatever you want. Sorry, fellas, not talking to you. That was the Legend of Gelback. Pork chops for dinner. Who's in? Head over to my place. No, I'm joking. Don't come over here. Tricks on. Am I ready for the new season? Kind of, I guess. I'm really never. I'm never ready, and I never get ready. And I'm never ready for it. But I'm also not ready for it. If that makes sense. Martin says, up a minute ago. Sorry, I was getting a little behind there. So he said you could hold a sign on the corner, make more money than most streamers. That is true. That is true. I'm not gonna lie, I do make more than most people, because most people make like $100 a month. And I do this full time, but Oxblood. Hello from Sweden. Welcome in. Let's see. I think I missed a comment there. Someone asking about Infinity or Enigma first. Yeah, I would say if you want to play more than one character, you got to make Enigma first. If you only want to play a sorceress and that's all you really care about, then just make Infinity. But if you want to play any kind of barbarian, teleporting around, or hammered in, Fist of Heaven's Paladin, Summon Necro, Summon Druid, Trap Assassin. All the sorceresses do real great by having all that magic find and strength and stuff on Enigma. So the only reason to make an Infinity over Enigma is if you literally only ever want to play sorceress and you're never going to play anything else. And then you can have an argument there, but that's just my opinion on it. Chaos Armor, let's go. Ooh. Got all curse stamped up here. GIS saying, can I come over and bring the pork loin? I bought some, they had some pork chops on sale at the good old Aldi around the corner from my house, so I got they had the family packs. I went, when you go right when the store shows up, it was like the stuff they have to sell that day, no matter what. So it's all on sale. I'm like, ooh, look at these family packs. They're like half off, which is crazy. And pork's already cheap on its own, right? So Sweat Hog's got them hog chops tonight as well. Nice. Legendary. Man, struggling on the reading right now. My apologies. I'm trying to catch up. I'm only so smart though, am I right? Like we know, Phil. Yeah, a lot of people kind of, it sounds like a lot of people, similar sentiments on the Enigma over Infinity generally. Not a one-size-fits-all, but generally I'd recommend that for a vast majority of times and people. Miss a Grand Charm? That's not possible, Blocks. I'm just joking. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't do it on purpose, but it happens all the time. Let me open this water. I gotta hydrate up. So, Stefan fixes things. This is player 7. Yeah, appreciate you, Scott Nito. Yeah, for shouting that out too. EK said he plays. Sounds like a lot of stuff. Oopsie, this is not the right spot. Lots of stuff, so yeah. Oop, keep going. Boom. We'll check the ring, even though, you know, it could be something good out here even. Rare rings you can find good everywhere, pretty much. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. Goltier finally found that Stone of Jordan. Oh yeah. Love to hear it. Jammin', what's going on? It's a long time no see, huh? Welcome in, welcome back in. Let me go drop some of this stuff off at the stash. Let's see, you turned it into your first Annie. Probably a good choice, I would say. It is kind of painful, like, I'm deleting this Stone of Jordan for an Annie, but like, yeah, Annie, so sick. Obviously the reason why you decide you want to do that. Probably a good choice, I believe. LeGarrison said he's a bigger fan of Trav rather than LK for high runes. Yeah, some people have that opinion. It's the wrong opinion, but it's, so some people have it. I'm just joking. Obviously just an opinion. In my opinion, I don't like Trav all that much. So I prefer just kind of spamming LK over and over. The thing with Lower Karas too is you have to pay attention way less. So you barely have to look at the screen while you're doing it. Trav, I feel like, is dangerous with all the hydras and they just deal a ton of damage. They always have like a crazy aura or something that'll catch you when you're not, oh no, paying attention. Something like that. My mercenary just gets nuked. Unbelievable. So I'll go get him back. Okay, I put up something on the other screen. I'm like doing 6 other things at once, and all of a sudden I'm like doing this, click, 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 and I'm like, oh, what's that orange color? Oh, it's a Ja rune from a super chest. Just kidding. You can't get that, but oh, it's an Ohm rune. Oh, it's a Sir rune. But yeah, that's just me. That's just me. EK said he just wants to make a rune word. Doesn't have the patience. That's funny. Yeah, I'm the complete opposite of that. I just got a character full of high runes and I just never make rune words with them. I just like finding them. I don't really like doing anything with them. Oh, little combat skills for the barbarian. Not the most valuable skiller, but hey, we know skillers here. It's one of those ones you see one of combat skills and you're like, oh, it's not the paladin. Oops. Dang it. The chats are all messed up. It's real annoying. I don't know how I did that. I'll have to look into that sometime. Mr. Pagargar. Doing pretty good. Hopefully you're doing good as well. Doing a little walking, a little talking. Ignoring Phil's big fan. Yeah, nah. Josh. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, Josh. Ignoring. Am I ignoring or are you saying someone else is? I can't really tell. Good thing I'm a level 99 sorceress, am I right? That is how you get absolutely pwned. Boy, that was something. That was something. Keep bringing my mercenary back. Yeah, I think we got far enough away from the might, whoever that champ was. Boy, that was something, huh? Happens to the best of us, right? Every once in a while, you tally stomp a mighted pack like that, and first time that's ever happened to me, though. I'm a professional. Only people that believe that are people that's the first time watching the stream. Smolps, yo! Yeah, you missed it. Good, 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 good. John, I did not watch his video about Project Diablo 2. No. No, anything about Project Diablo 2 I don't really pay attention to because I don't like it. You know? I didn't watch the latest crocheting video either. You know, I didn't watch, I don't know, how to make tie-dye shirts videos. All this other things that I don't like, I don't watch those either. Yeah, I sure hope that Blizzard never does all the stuff that's in Project Diablo 2 and brings that all to D2. So I would probably stop playing, to be honest. Really hope that doesn't. It's not going to happen though either way, so I don't need to stress about it. But how did I miss the latest crocheting video? Yeah, I don't know, man. Crazy. So Josh, I'm gonna give you a little timeout for a while, and I'll probably just end up banning you if you keep acting like that for the next time you come in to stream. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that guy. They're patching in crocheting. They might be. Dude, that'd be legendary. That's where it'd be at. Shyler, what's going on? LK, best for high runes in your opinion offline. Trav, better online. Yeah, I mean, you not that you can't, but yeah, lower cross online is not really much of a thing. But yeah. Oh, 1,000 bits. Holy smokes. That's no joke. Murder SC. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Holy smokes. Oh, my battle orders ran out again. Try where it gets me. Ritme is the dancer? I don't know what that means though. Is there an autocorrect there that tripped you up or something? I'm not sure. I might need to slow it down a little bit. I'm not walking that fast, but it's still hot. Is it just too OP stuff? I never played Project Diablo 2. Essentially, you see in Diablo 2 how things are. Project Diablo 2 is completely different. Every skill is like changed in the balancing and stuff. Every single item is changed about what's on it and stuff. Yeah, it's essentially a completely different game. That's like a Diablo 2 skin. It does look better than LOD though. It's pretty neat how they got the old school LOD graphics to look as good as they did without. Oh, interesting. Perfect 200. Oh, this can go to 300. Not even cruel, never mind. Not that it'd be good either way, but it's pretty cool how they got the old graphics through. I don't even know, I'm not an expert on this stuff, but how they got the old graphics to look as good as they did that way, because it's not D2R graphics. So Oop. John said, talking about the llama video, he said stash tabs, inventory size. Yeah, I mean, I'd be on board with both those things. Anything that doesn't actually change the game. No more like Mosaic Assassin type stuff, or, you know, like that. Or I don't want all the items changed, so you're like, oh, this build where self-infinity and this and that, and then you're like, oh, they changed everything, so now you can't get to the breakpoint anymore with this gear, so you have to relearn all the gear again. And then you have to, like, I don't know. I mean, in a way, it'd be good for me because I could just make a whole bunch of new videos on a bunch of stuff that they just changed for no reason. But yeah, just not my thing. What is cruel? You never got one. So cruel is like, it's like 240 to 300 ED on a magic item is called is the cruel mod. Oli, let's go. Oli Boli. Currency tab would be nice. That's another, yeah, I'd be on board with that, you know, too, probably, yeah. There's anything that doesn't actually change the game, but I'd totally be on board with adding anything that gets you to spend more time playing the game instead of spending more time doing things other than slaying demons, you know what I mean? Because I feel like inventory management, while is kind of sort of part of the game, it kind of isn't, you know? Gold Tier said he's got the perfect map setup for his Sork. Perfect LK, Andy, and Meph right next to the waypoint. Nice. I used to have that, but I do not any longer. I accidentally had to reset my maps, and yeah. I used to have like one teleport Andy maps and a one teleport Mephisto map. So nasty, but oh well, it is what it is. No big deal. Let's see where we're at over here. Stacking keys, Garrison says all he wants. Yeah, I guess stacking keys and stuff like that. You could sell me on that. You could sell me on that kind of stuff. I think it's Skylar saying the currency tab is all he'd want. But yeah, they're not. They are not. Ooh, hold up. Gonna I don't think they're gonna do anything to D2R from here on out, short of like if some other like exploit gets discovered somehow that's like over the top, kind of sort of causing problems. like that gold, infinite gold exploit was being abused or whatever and causing server problems. I bet you any money if that infinite gold, if it wasn't causing server problems, they would have never touched it probably. Pure speculation on my part. Make sure you do understand that. I don't really know anything, but I would bet money. I'd bet like $100 if that was provable. That oh jeez, what am I doing here? Nothing there. Smitty says, yeah, quality of life improvements, yeah, stuff like that. Act 6 would be cool. Yeah, it's supposed to be coming. I thought that was any day now. Act 6 incoming. DK said removal of Godson and for balancing and Holy Grail tab. Holy Grail tab would be cool. It's one of those things though, there's so many different options out there to kind of do that yourself. Not that they couldn't, I assume it wouldn't be that hard, but there's not a lot of motivation to even pay someone like 2 or 3 days salary to do that, you know what I mean? Getting rid of Mosaic though, that would be just chef's kiss primo awesome. Best helm for a Merc Blizzork solo. Andaro's Visage with like a Ral or a good jewel in it is the best. If you have the rest of the gear set up, that's going to be the best. Andaro's Visage with a Ral in it to get rid of the fire res. I'm assuming you don't have a perfect S tier jewel. If that's if that's the question you're asking, I'm assuming you don't have a crazy jewel that's worth like 30 high runes to put in it. So. But another good option that's cheaper, Tal's Mask, and the rune word Bulwark. Bulwark only works on ladder and offline single player, so just FYI. Which it sounds like you're playing offline single player, I think, maybe. Marty saying, yeah, paying the system admins for server costs more than they make on D2R. Yeah. I can't imagine the only time they make more money on D2R is when they do band waves, right? Selling D2R for $12.77 a pop when it's on sale isn't probably making them too much money. See, Scott made a few mules as potential builds, but probably will never play them. So you made mules that were going to be your upcoming characters, you're saying? Oop. I used to do that, but now I just spam up the mule as fast as I can. Don't worry about. I guess online too, I don't really have that many characters. I probably have 5 characters I need to just delete because they're just empty gear. Oh, okay. So strictly 20 life, maybe not the most noteworthy. 2010 though, it's almost 2011. That's nasty. Merc almost dead. I sounded like he was getting beat up, so. That is a pretty good small charm. Holy moly. Man, it is hot down here. Holy smokes. I need to turn this fan up to 11. Knocked my light down. I did what I did the other day. Don't tell anybody. Don't clip that either. I was stepping up onto the treadmill and I forgot I was stepping up onto a treadmill. GG, small chime. Yeah, it's pretty solid for sure. Large charm, I don't worry about those nowadays at all. Yeah, fire would have been cool. Lightning's a good one too. Andy with a Ral, it is then. Yeah. All right. Hopefully that works out great for you. I know it is absolutely spectacular. It's like the go-to for most everybody. Yeah, there are a couple other options. I mean, Kierhelm is used kind of too nowadays support-wise, but yeah, the Andys will keep them alive the best with the life leech and the whatnot. Yeah, Fortitude with an Andys is kind of the go-to, classically. We'll grab you. Whoop. G-Stacks, what's going on? You need some gum right now? You didn't get your zebra stripe yet? Bro. That zebra stripe should have been there by now. I don't know what's going on. Oopsie. That battle order's out already. I forgot I have an absolutely dog doo-doo call to arms on this character. It's like a two battle orders or something. So I didn't want to transfer another one. Doing good, Strato. Hopefully you're doing good as well. Just use a potion so I don't get taken out here. Regardless if they update further, it's still better than D4, says Skylar. I would agree with that. For sure. Good old fake low rune. I see what you did. I see what you're doing. Next rune word I'd make. I have no idea, to be honest. I got the runes to make almost anything, to be honest. The biggest problem being the bases to make them, to be straight up. I don't know if I want to. I could do a Breath of the Dying and like a Ethereal Warpike. That's a possibility. But yeah. Not sure if that's what I want to do. Maybe I will. See, and the thing is, I think Warpike is like, it's the most all-around one. It's not like the best for any character or any build, but you could use it on so many and it'd be like a good use. Like a Spirazon, even though it's not the best Spirazon base, but it's still cool. Whirlwind Barb, you could throw it on some kind of Druid, Fury Druid if you wanted to, or there's so many little options, right? Marty said the zebra stripe disintegrated in the mail. Probably lost all of its flavor in the mail. That stuff, boy, that zebra stripe gum, the best tasting gum ever for 15 seconds. But it was so good for those 15 seconds, it was crazy. This guy must be, oh, he's fire enchant, lightning enchant, gotcha. I was like, yeah, he's got to be fire immune or something. Missed. Uh-oh, 2 small charms here. Look at that. I mean, a little hit recovery with baby mana, I guess it's something, but keep shooting. Hand of Justice. I feel like the Dragon though for single player, I mean, that's just too much. Like, doesn't that take multiple cham rooms or something? I don't think I have the cham rooms to do it. Either way. Maybe if you just cube together all your jaw runes, Phil. I can't do that. Can't do it. Phil, you ever get down on any MMORPGs? No, I mean, I play like single player RPGs, like offline, not MMOs. No, pretty much never. This is the closest thing to an MMO I've really ever played. Because all the MMOs, they all have monthly fees and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. You think I'm paying $15 a month on top of paying $60 for a game and then buying a new expansion every year? Like, get out of here. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Not all of them are like that, I know, but... But yeah, offline single player is where it's at. So more like, you know, Fallout and Morrowind and stuff like that, Elder Scrolls. Once you do P1 Dragon, you'll never go back. Players 1 Dragon. What? I definitely could come back from that. Oh, another little mid-rune, okay. We ain't popping riches off here, but... I mean, it's like walking down the road and finding a 20 spotter. You ain't mad about it. You are not angry. Not a hundo, but nice. Agree on the MMO stance, yeah. Just, man, when... The one I'm thinking of, man, back in the day when I almost bought WoW and the guy at Best Buy is like, oh, as I was walking away from me, he's like, oh, yeah, just to let you know in case you didn't know. That it has a $15 monthly fee on it per month. And I'm like, what? It's $60. He's like, yeah, everyone loves this game, though. You got to get it. And I'm like, okay. And I put it back on the shelf and left. That being said, I did buy every Call of Duty game for like 5 or 6 straight years, so. And I mean, they're all a little bit different, but kind of the same, so. Best base for a Merc Fortitude. I've never really stressed about it. I don't know that I've ever really heard technically what is the best base for a Merc Fortitude. I don't know if I've ever even heard that answer before, like anyone else ever claimed to have one. I don't think it much matters. I mean, probably just like an Archon, I guess, or something. I mean, I don't know. For the... I did not mean to teleport there. I meant to move over more, but my hand flinched back like this, and I clicked on a cow, and I just tele-stomped the cow. Oh well. What do y'all think? Throw them in the comments. What's the best Fortitude base in your opinion? I wasn't fully paying attention. We'll be all right. What time we got here? 47. I didn't realize those cows were up against the wall too, so I thought this was all going to be empty. Oh well. Can't win them all. A pile of bodies. There was 2. There was 2. I don't pay attention for 1 second, and the chat just roasted me.
Phil, get Ginger and I'll play the DFC 1 week.
Murder SC, yo! Thank you for the 5,000 bits. Appreciate you. DFC, that's PvP something or other? Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. But thank you for the 5,000 bits, you legend. Yeah, there's nothing about PvP I enjoy, so I probably would never do it. But very kind of you for the 5,000 bits. Appreciate you. Biff says, chat, why do you keep killing Phil? Right? We all know it can't be my fault, right? It's not because I'm not paying attention. It's the treadmill's fault. All these calories I'm burning, making me misclick. or something something. Skylar's saying for Fortitude, Ethereal Elite Base, pretty much any of them will do. Yeah, that is the best advice, yeah. Ethereal Base. And a Merc can wear almost anything. Sometimes those Shadow Plates or Sacred Armors are going to give you a struggle on strength requirement, I guess, but it depends on your level and what gear you got, right? I don't remember if you're like max level, like 99 here. I guess you do have enough with an Andes on, you can just use an Ethereal Sacred Armor. So I guess if you're high enough level, you can just use anything. Because what is it, isn't it only 222 on Ethereal Sacred Armor, I think? Strength requirement? 232 if it's non-Ethereal? Pavian saying, I heard, you legend, ooh, and I knew where to go. Nice. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do, because I kind of wanted to walk longer on the treadmill, but I don't really want to treadmill it up during TZ Andy, so I might just hop off. I mean, I've already been on for an hour here, I guess, so. And I did 40 minutes in the stair climber earlier today, so maybe we'll call it a day. I'm suspiciously feel pretty good today. I didn't get to sleep till like 3:30 in the morning last night, so. John said, I know you never play PoE, but they just added mercs and stuff. Okay, interesting. Marius, yeah, I'll definitely play online for the season start, for sure. Canadian Dab saying, superior ethereal sacred armor. That's his fortitude for the mercenary choice. Yeah, I guess it kind of checks out. Just most defense. Defense can help slightly, and so might as well get the best. And if you already got the strength for it, no matter what. So I guess, yeah, if you had to pick. I do agree with you. I usually never do, though, because those are hard to come by, but 40 minutes, 20 minutes is brutal. Yeah, 20 minutes is where it starts getting annoying, so. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break here. Let me stop this. I mean, I'll still be here. I'm just gonna be moving around a little bit. Put my desk down, get the treadmill out of the way. Pretty cool. I can just pick it up and roll it back here. Whoop. Put it behind the green screen. Come on down. TZ lineup, yeah, for the next with cows, Andy Meph. I love it. Versa grips. Grips, so that's like deadlifting and stuff, right? And no, I don't use grips or anything. I'm gonna be honest, not that I quit lifting, but like, I've just been doing more cardio stuff lately. Every time I lift, I'll start to feel a little bit better. Like my muscle soreness will start to go away. And then when I start lifting again, I end up hurting my back again. Or I'll start to put a little more weight on it, a little bit more weight. And then boom, my knee hurts. And then so it's just like, what am I doing here? I just keep hurting myself over and over again, like I'm just too old or whatever's wrong with me, you know? I don't know, but there's 7 more minutes. I could hop in and get some more cows rocking here. That's pretty warm. We gotta check those chain boots. Bogardus, welcome in. Printer and treadmill, unsung heroes of the stream. Hey, they're not high enough, right? Modern technology, am I right? Treadmill, link for the treadmill. Toy. I have a link on my YouTube, but I don't have one set up for Twitch because Twitch is just. I would have to. I guess I could set up a bot command. Is what I should do. Wait, did I do that or not? I don't think. Try exclamation treadmill and see what comes up. That's what I would think the bot command would be if I made one. I don't know that I did or not, though. Oop. Andrew hates lifting. See, the funny thing is I used to hate doing cardio and only would lift, but just now that I'm getting older, like, I keep just getting hurt all the time. And I really, really hate, like, if I hurt my neck or my back or whatever, that's what I always hurt, my neck and my lower back somehow. Like, I can't even do pull-ups anymore. Like, I can do them, but then as soon as I start to get slightly tired, I don't know if my other, like, I start straining and then I hurt my neck. And then if I do anything slightly, like, hinged at the waist, I end up hurting my lower back. So, like, I don't know. I still do lift sometimes just because, like, you don't want to just never, I don't want to just sit behind a desk like this all the time and never pick anything up, you know? But it's tough. I pretty much just have to lift super light all the time, which is boring. Moving, like, lifting, like, stacking plates, you know, ooh, that's the fun thing. Viv, don't do it. Don't do it, Viv. Tying your shoes, you throw your backs out, it says Max Powers. There you go. See, depending on what group is in chat when I'm talking, and I tell that type of story about how I hurt my back all the time and I don't really lift much anymore, I either get, yeah, I feel you, Phil, we're all getting old, or the people that, like, no, dude, you got to stop doing cardio, you have to just lift, that's where it is, or else you'll die. And I'm like, dude, they're like, yeah, if you aren't deadlifting and power cleaning and taking protein, you know, ripping protein shakes and creatine and pre-workout, you're not going to survive. And I'm like, oh, guys, come on. You've been watching too many of those YouTube videos on maximizing hypertrophy. I'll tell you what. Casey, yo! Thank you for the $5 super chat.
Casey Hurlbert donated $4.99 through super chat. Do you have any pets, Phil?
Any pets? Phil has no pets anymore. We had a dog that died like 5 years ago. Never got a new model. Totemic. Ooh, ethereal. Don't do it. I shouldn't even ID'd it. I do have kids though, yeah, so. You have a kid, so that's all the lifting you need? Yeah, well, my daughter's almost old enough that I don't really pick her up anymore. You know, she's 8, so. We don't do a lot of the, you know, oh, look, you're walking on the ceiling type of thing anymore, you know. I mean, I can, every once in a while I do, but. Bogart says, more intense than just running. Are you talking... I missed the context on that one. My apologies. Oopsie. What am I doing here? Kids are pets, right? Sort of? I never looked up the definition of a pet. Does it have to be an animal that's not human? I think you can have a pet that's a human, actually. So maybe... Maybe, Theo. You got a point there. Oh, you're Bogarts, you're talking about rowing. You like rowing, you say, huh? Yeah, I never got into... Maybe it's just because like rowing machines are just never around. And oh, yeah, you got to bend at your back to do that, too. Ugh. That's a hard no for me, dog. But yeah, some people like that kind of stuff. Nothing wrong with it, that's for sure. If it's fine for you, you know. Mystic Grand Charm? There's no way. It's going to take me too long to find it, so I'll leave it. It was probably a 45 life skill or two, so that's unfortunate. Oh, we got 2 minutes, huh? I think I'm just going to go back to town here and call her a wrap on, well, maybe one more pack. Don't want to miss TZ Andy runs for cows, that's for sure. Or I could and just... Soul, Shale, Dole... Nope. You're not allowed to own humans. There was a whole war about it. You're not allowed to. Doesn't mean you can't. Hype mode, yo! Plus, if it's consensual, then it's fine. No, I'm joking around. Theo says kids are a blast. They got the ups and downs. Ups and downs. Mopar Man said just reset his character to a fireballer. Pretty solid fireballer, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do have this in here. It's fine. Maybe we'll just use it down here. That way, if we got any of the, whatchamacallits around. Oh, off the bat. This is not the Herald of Zakarum. You're not getting me again, game. It just naturally, you look at it, see Zakarum shield. That's the Zak shield, right? No, it's not. It's the Dragon Scale. 15 fire skill damage. 194, actually a high roll on the defense, I suppose. But yeah, a couple other things I can check out here too, but that's a rare one right off the bat. Not ethereal, so I won't worry about it at this point. A solid budget item right there. Cannot be frozen and whatnot, reses and stuff. Duriel shell. Yeah, we'll just call that a day. Easy Andy for the win. Let me get this stuff out of here real quick. Lower back issues, says Anthony. Oh, another cell, Anthony. Yeah, got you. It's kind of where I'm at too. Yeah, mine. I blew my back out at work on accident. I did something stupid. You know, this one time wasn't thinking. That's what it just takes. That one time where you're not thinking, pick up something super heavy and twist at the same time. And it's just never been the same since. You know, so. Pretty sure I like ruptured a disc or something and pinched my spinal cord back there, and my leg went numb, and I probably hurt my back probably 6 or 8 times since then. One time was doing bent over rows. One time was doing I think I was actually doing seated like shoulder press. Another time I was riding a bike. I probably heard it deadlifting one time too. I can't remember, but you know, all those times. There's probably 4 other times. So, Liberish, welcome in. Yeah, TZ Andy. Better believe it. EK saying deadlift unnecessary, unless you're an active powerlifter. Yeah, plenty of other options. Yeah, it is. I think it's a good one. You know, deadlift, squats. They're good ones to do no matter what. But if you can't do it, you can't do it. Really? That's odd. Another one. Wait. It's almost exactly the same rolled. Except it has 19 fire absorb instead of the 10 that was on the other one, I think. That's kind of funny. I don't know if I clipped the other one. I'll have to go back and find it, maybe. Interesting. Hopefully I clipped that other one. I don't remember. Should be on 7 there, Marty. This right now. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if I mean, when would I ever use Dragon Scale? I don't think ever. Prezemo, what's going on? Yo. Stop doing a smash the like button. ATX, appreciate you. Don't forget the like button. Ladies and gentlemen. Not ethereal. We'll check a few of these real quick. Rares could always be good. also they could always not be good. Cliff diving, says Bogardus. Yeah, hard pass. Those days are on the backside. No good. TZ Trav online. Interesting. Nice. Your hacks stopped working, Glibberchess. Got me good. Also farming your grail. Gotcha. Rizemo. Best of luck. Hopefully you knock some of those off the list. Hopefully I knock some off the list here. Bogardus said his deficit deadlifts. Yeah, anytime I do any deadlift type of stuff, every once in a while I've been just recently, my back's been feeling pretty good for several months now in a row, which is shocking. So I have been, I did some Romanian deadlifts the other day. Not a lot of weight, you know. Not a lot of weight, of course. Super slow, making sure I don't do nothing crazy, so. Boy, I tried doing good mornings for the first time the other day with almost no, like, I just did like just the bar, and then I put like and it, you know, it felt real awkward, and then I just put a tiny bit of weight on the sides, and I was like, oh no, this feels so dumb. I'm not doing this. I don't know if any good morning enjoyers out there, but Unholy Zombie, welcome in there, welcome in. Anti-perfect Sunday before work. That's your highlight, huh, Scott? Best of luck next time, huh? Anna, well, let's go with Anna, I guess. Anatid says loot table stuck. Talking about those double dragon scales before, yeah. That's what it is. If I would have kept running in the same exact order, the thing is, I cubed up some charms in my inventory, changed everything, changed the loot drops, huh? Here we go. Someone called it. Someone said a minute ago, Stolen Jordan, and here it is. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Roman chair and do back hypers or whatever. A Roman chair. Bogardus, I have no idea what any of that means right there. So, Jeezy just hit 300 on the bench. Dang, dude. That's more than I've ever been able to bench in my entire life. And I'll never get up there because I don't lift super heavy anymore, like at all. Not that that's, I mean, for some people it's super heavy, some people it's not, but for me, I don't try to like progress to try to get stronger. It's more of just like trying not to let my muscles disintegrate away, pretty much at this point. Oh, I guess I need to cube those up too. The only thing I need to disintegrate away is fatness. What? Sir Fox, yo! Thank you for the raid. Rallosaurus, welcome in. You're jumping off. You're not streaming no more right when TZ Andy comes online. Oh my goodness, this guy. What a legend. He's like, I don't even need that. TZ Andy's too busted. I'm heading out. I'm just joking. Welcome in, Sir Fox. Thank you so much, by the way. Got football players' shoulders, and people think I could bench a lot, but my bench has always been weak. Yeah, I've always been relatively weak, too. I blame it on long arms and whatnot. I do look much stronger than I am, I feel. Little death mask. I would say right now, if I really tried, I could probably do 225. but that would be about the cap. The most I've ever benched, probably only like 255 to be honest. Like in my entire life, that's probably the most I've ever benched. Or maybe a little more than that. 20, 225, maybe 265. I don't know. My voice could bench 315. Yeah, boy. Winged knife. That's what I'd be looking for at the beginning of ladder if I end up doing this barb like I want to. Appreciate you, Rallosaurus. Oh, Fox said he didn't even realize that Andy was TZ'd right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, we got TZ Andy and then TZ Meph right after it. Berserker X is there. No, but still cool. Good old Death Cleaver. 274. Don't remember how high those go. I'll have to kind of look that up. Sure. Yeah. Cool item, but Zotted Ethereal, what you're looking for, right? So Rallosaurus, I'm on offline single player, by the way. So it's TZ. All the servers online all have the same terror zone, so US and Europe and everything is Trav, but offline and single player, yeah. Degenerate says 280, that's where you're at, huh? For bench? That's pretty good. Pretty good for sure. Andrew just getting back into things. I don't know what some of those letters stand for, to be honest, but good. Glad to hear you getting back into doing some exercise stuff. You know, really doing anything is going to be great for you. Sometimes I think people, like if you're trying hard and if you lift weights and you're sore the next day, you're doing enough. Good old Eye of the Atlich. Sometimes I think people overthink it a little bit. Oh, 280 for Death Cleaver. I was like, benching 280. That's impressive. Gotcha. No, that was my fault. I get a little, I forget which topic, which comment is referring to, so. Druid Summoner or Necro Summoner as a new player? Oh, boy. I would say... So you've never played before. That's tough. Toughy. I would say online. Boy, I don't know. It's tough. It's really hard for a person that's been playing for 25 years to really give great advice on what somebody who has never played before should play. I feel when I'm giving advice, I don't know. Because you're probably talking about actually playing through the game, right? Like normal difficulty, nightmare difficulty. But when you've been playing for a long time, and even when I first started playing, even when I was younger, like the game, when I think of a build to start the game, I'm thinking of after you beat hell difficulty is when you start the game. So if you're thinking of which summoner you would want to play while you're actually playing through the game, I would say summon Druid. If you're talking about which character you'd play after you beat hell difficulty with a full party and stuff like that, and then you get through and beat the game, not perfect. I would say summon Necro is I'd prefer over summon Druid, but I don't know what I'm looking at here. I'm like confusing myself. Throw bar is fun. You're going to start ladder with this build. Probably my favorite bar build, but it's rough without a lacerator. Yeah, that's part of the thing. I want to do some more. Maybe I'll just take like 20 minutes later today and try to figure out some sort of what can I do, because I can't make any budget rune words, of course. Like, I mean, you can do some armors and stuff, probably hustle, but beyond that, like what am I gonna do right after we finish the game if I go throw barb? you know, to be tough. I'll probably have to do Singer for a little bit until I at least get something, you know. Comparison is the thief of joy, Rallosaurus says. Okay, yeah. True story, huh? True story. Sir Fox says 3 days cardio, 3-day lift. Exercise is important to well-being. It is true, yeah. I try to do something similar to that, I suppose, but I have not been very consistent lately, unfortunately. Good old... I like this one. Give me the 5 sockets, only 3. That's bad, but cannot be frozen. It's actually one that, thanks to chat, I started using on my Berserker Barb, since the attack speeds are if they're different, it's fine nowadays. So you put 5 is, which cannot be frozen. But this one's only got 3 sockets, but it can roll up to 5. Okay, let's double check real quick. Like I got everything. Beal says Necro, summon Necro because summon Druid can be boring. The only thing is, I don't know if you've ever played through the game with a summon Druid, or the summon Necro, I mean, but it was really not great. Like the skeletons get chopped out so fast, and then you need more bodies to resurrect more skeletons, and then you don't have any more skeletons because you're getting beaten down so bad. So then what do you do, right? Like, there might have been another comment there that maybe you were referring to it too. It's possible, but if not, I would, yeah, play through with a summon Necro is like, oof, toughie. I notice everyone always plays Sork, AZ and Eric. A lot of people do, yeah. I mean, having teleport is nasty. To be honest, a lot of time I don't see as many people playing Sork like they used to. Good old Legend Spike, good old Ghost Flame for that Dagger Barb. 2 to light radius, 108 to magic damage, legendary. Kind of a pretty rare one, a little bit rare. The rarest in the world, maybe not, but. Yeah, someone specifically someone specifically was asking if I had to choose between summon Druid and summon Necro for somebody who had never played the game before. Sacre Bleu saying Duriel a pain with summon Necro. I mean, everything's a pain with summon Necro on a playthrough. I wasn't stressing it too much before. I didn't realize everybody. Like so many people were saying summon Necro on a playthrough. I think this one's going to be Nova. Oh, Shivering Armor. Even better. Yeah, I would highly recommend doing, because summon Druid, as long as you have mana, you just cast summon. You know. Not to mention nowadays you get cold damage from the one wolf or whatever, so you don't need you know, you have multiple damage types. Also, not to mention, you can essentially almost cap out. You can pretty much do a Wind Druid fully capped out along with having the summons too, so. But. Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of this I think maybe some of the disagreement or some of the other opinions or whatever, it's one of the things too is that we're recommending to somebody who's never played the game before. So, like telling them to start off as this, and then when you get to level 22, at this area, then you want to respec to this, and then when you get to Act 4 of Nightmare, then you want to respec to this exact setup. That's not like. In my opinion anyways, it isn't prudent advice for someone who's never played the game before. If you're feeling nature, go druid. If you're feeling goth, go necromancer. That's some solid advice. Andrew's a big fan of the Zon from scratch. Okay, okay. Yeah, and Jesse says Paladin. Paladin is one that I've always heard that people say their first time playing through the game, and they're like, they say they had a good time with the Paladin because, you know, you get so much res on the shields, and you can get the 4-socket shields to get a spirit shield so early. You know, like Act 1 of Nightmare, you could pop yourself a spirit, or like make yourself a spirit pally shield, you know? Like, oh. Ooh, 5-5 cold, nice. A good facet right there. Skylar says, agreeing with me. Okay, I like it. I know I like you, Skylar. Oh. Talking about the Wind Druid having the physical and the cold damage from the hurricane and that one wolf. Yeah. Yeah, and the wind really does do quite a bit of damage, to be honest, if you go Wind Druid. They are incredibly annoying to use, sort of, to be honest, but they miss quite often. But it works pretty dang good. Jane's saying, talking about earlier why so many people go with Sorceress early on. Yeah, just having the teleport makes it so efficient to farm anywhere, like just being able to farm Andy like this early on. Ogre Mall, let's go. So, oh, Swish knows what's up. He said, don't choose between a Necro and a Druid, just do both. Throw that Bone Hue on the Summon Druid, and you got a Corpse Explosion Summon Druid. That's what I'm talking about. That's a great idea. Someone should make a video about that. Petrified Wand. Boop. John says, all bad unique rings so far. Yeah, same here. I had a couple, but you got 3 of them, you say? Next one. That's the one. That's the one. Iron Mad and Blood Necro. Iron Maiden and Blood Necro. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Superior Phase Blade. 2 sockets. Ooh. Make a crazy strength in that. AZ saying he decided to go Sorceress and then switch to a Summoner class. Gotcha. Guardian Naga. Really mailed in that one. Jonathan Shaw. Yeah, it takes a lot of identifications of unique rings to get that Stone of Jordan. A whole lot. So we got. Why is this? Oh boy. What is going on here? 200 people here on YouTube. We only have 79 likes. YouTube guys, come on. Make sure you guys hit that like button on YouTube. Help a brother out here. Help a fellow slayer. We need like button and we need it destroyed now. Appreciate you. Good afternoon, Joshua. What's going on? Wasn't there a different Joshua wasn't that the guy I just put in timeout earlier? Not this one, but a different one. You just unliked so you could like it again? I don't know if that's good or bad for the channel, either way, but it's funny regardless. Good old heavy bracers, good old Tranks gloves. Don't need to worry about that right now. Ooh. Next time. Nope, not me, Josh. Yeah, I know. I put a guy 24-hour timeout. He was saying a bunch of weird stuff to people. Just like losing his mind out of nowhere because I missed some comments or something. I'm not sure. Marty says, Paladin, just go Hammerton straight to doing 1,000 chaos runs. Easy peasy for noobs. There you go. Checks out. I mean, yeah, Hammerton, you can kind of go do most things, really. I'd probably skip bail running, but just the one wave you have trouble with. But yeah, chaos, hits, arcane sanctuary, all kinds of places. Right off the bat, like budget-wise, if you just wanted to not run chaos over and over again, you could hit Eldritch and Shank. Everything. Just got Oculus. Nice race. Nice. Ding. How come I don't have any of those quality of life mods? So, reason number one is when I make my videos and when I stream and stuff, this used to happen all the time. I used to play HD widescreen mod on LOD and stuff, and just every day I'd get people hopping in and just spamming like, why are you lying to people? You're playing on these mods that have higher drop rates. Why are you lying to all your viewers and stuff like this? And they'd be blasting, commenting on my videos and stuff. And also, I've been playing this offline single player. Reason number two, probably the more important reason to be straight up. Reason number two is I've been playing on this offline single player for so long that I just need to find Tyrell's mic for my Holy Grail. And at this point, it's like, do I really want to try and spend the time to get these mods to work and to work right? When I just need one item left to find, you know what I mean? So, it's like... trying and install, not that mod, but I tried to get to work that one mod where you could, on Twitch, you know there's like the little icon up here, and you could click it and see all my gear. It has a website that links to your computer and reads your single player character files, and then people can see exactly what gear you're wearing without having to, like, you know, do anything. Oh, that mod corrupted my sorceress, and I lost it. So, all right, good old Caduceus. There's a good old Astrian's Iron Ward. Crazy how rare some stuff is. This is a pretty rare item, pretty rare. But I've probably found like 8 or 10 of these now. Where's Tyrell's Smite at? Why is all my RNG going to Caduceus's and Tal's armors and stuff? But yeah, Astrian's pretty rare item, am I right? I don't need that though, so. I forget how these things roll. Maybe I'll look at it later. I don't know. Jesse said he's convinced that larger cube and stash changes the drop rates. Interesting. I've never really thought about it, to be honest. Never thought about it. Pretty rare indeed, says Marty. Commander Replay says he needs that so bad. That's one of those ones that I guess you find them now after you have a bunch of them, I guess. Archon plate. I need to stop pronouncing everything wrong on purpose. Bogardus just found an Oculus up a minute ago. That's from a minute ago, but as well. Nice, nice, nice. And also up a minute ago, Degenerate said a lot of people straight up won't watch people that have the quality of life changes. It is kind of true, yeah. I used to get tons of angry people that pretty much every day when I streamed, and I used to only stream to like 30 people at a time, you know, like almost every day I'd get one person hopping in just being like, why aren't you playing the game legit? Why are you cheating and pretending like these drop rates are actually the same as D2? Like every day. Every single day I'd get someone saying that. So rolls 1 to 4 on the Astrians. Gotcha. So that's, or 2 to 4. So that's no good. Appreciate you, Narg. I'll trust you. You seem like a trustworthy person. I feel it as Astrians. It was the only noteworthy drop from our TZ pits last week online. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Oops, not going the right way. Materials might. Come on! Boo. Degenerate said it can make you more efficient. Yeah, I guess that is true. If you have just a gigantor cube, like I seen, I don't know, Fox is still chilling around. He probably, I assume he was hopping off because he had to do something. But he's got the giant cube that he uses. I guess I could see that. You just have a cube that's even bigger than a normal stash page. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, yep. He actually just commented the exact thing I was talking about. I rarely have people calling me a cheater. Most people are just curious. Well, I guess I just have one of those faces, Sir Fox. You seem like a nice guy, and people just look at me and go, F this bald bleep bleep. I'm really going to give him a piece of my mind. I just have one of those faces. What can I say? Arax, nice. There you go. Congrats on that, Benz. Go ahead and turn that fan off now. Now that I'm freezing cold. Wisp projector, that what you just pulled, I'm assuming there, Zemo? Congrats on that. Oop, is it a Geeds? It's a Geeds. It's the good one. That only has one skill, unfortunately. Let's see how we get a roll on this, huh? See how it goes. Let's just blast these guys out of here. Perfect. Oh, not so much. 10 vendor reduced price. Is that good? 27? Alright, where's the other one I had, huh? Oh, haha. 40? Okay, there we go. One eternity later. Finally got that taken care of. Tommy! Appreciate ya. Yeah, Fox is a legend, no doubt. No doubt. See, truthful. PD2 with personal inventory being doubled bugs you. Oh, with the charm inventory and the regular inventory. Yeah, it's just a huge power boost, right? Just being able to have all those charms down there and then still being able to pick everything up, you know, just makes it one of the things you don't have to sacrifice, you know. I forget though, I know there's some PD2 players in here. How there's that charm inventory and a regular one. Could you fill the entire area with charms? Or do charms only work in the charm inventory area? I don't remember for sure. It's been a minute now. Minute means a long time. That's like kids speak, by the way. Jeremy, welcome in. Yo. Only the bottom half. So you can only pick stuff up and store it in the top. Gotcha. Appreciate you. Oh, guaranteed Stone of Jordan. We know it. Oh, I mean, it's a decent Ravenfrost, I guess. Only the bottom. Roger is off work now. Congratulations on being off work. We're putting in some work right now on TZ Andy. Still got another half. Oh, Earth Spirit. Ethereal. What? It's a pretty rare item to be dropping ethereal. Good old Spirit Keeper. 648 defense. Should I Zod it? Let me know in the comments. Cold absorb percentage. Lightning absorb flat. Max poison res. Let's go. Should I Zod it? The fact that I just threw it on the ground probably tells you if I'm going to Zod that. Sir Fox said he thinks he'd become addicted to PD2, huh? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I played PD2 for the first 3 seasons. And then this is just my opinion. Don't want to make anybody upset. Because everyone knows there's always somebody that gets real upset. I think PD2 got worse every season that it was out from when it started. I think I liked it when it first launched, and then it got worse and worse and worse, in my opinion. But I haven't played it in a while. I am kind of anti-change guy, though, so. But to be honest, a big part of why I'm anti-change guy now is because of Project Diablo 2. Because I've seen when they change everything, it turns into, and I'm like, oh, God. Found a burr in 20 runs after complaining, says Jeremy. Hope you learned your lesson. If you complain a whole bunch, you get what you want. Squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? Ooh, little mat jabs. Let's go. Keystrokes. The Jewel gonna be any good? No. Well, 60 attack rating. 3. Okay, just a 3 on it, but keystrokes are good ones for them Jabbazods. Andy sure likes the jewelry. It's a true story right there. Company shared knowledge as much as this community. A lot of people would be immensely effective. What do you mean by that, Ralsaurus? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Yeah, not quite sure. Mustangs, you always get the PD2 story. Are you saying you just hopped in and you always hear it right when you hop in? It is a pretty common story, I tell, because people love their Project Diablo 2. Love, love, love. Perfect ethereal rib cracker. Would I use a Zod for that? I mean, online I would. If I found a perfect ethereal rib cracker online, I would trade for a Zod rune because they're so much cheaper to trade for. On offline single player, it's tough to do that. Like, because if you do Zod and ethereal rib cracker on single player, you're pretty much saying, okay, I'm never making Obsession, I'm never making Breath of the Dying. So it's tough. 15 superior dust shroud, 3 sockets. You don't always find good bases when you're running Andy, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. That's dang good. I don't know how high those can go, but oh, I actually didn't see that. Oh, I was about to go bananas. Almost an SOJ until I identified it. Andariel Gold Digger confirmed. Yeah, it's been well known, actually, I think. I think everybody knew that for a while. Known Gold Digger. Get new stories, Phil? I'm not interesting enough, Marty. Sorry. Oh, Brown Bear coming in with a tier 1 sub on Twitch. Ooh, yeah. Thank you so much for the channel support. You Slayer. Appreciate you. How's the online base for D2R these days? Yeah, I'm not really too sure what to say about it. I mean, it's not gigantor or anything. Especially at this very second, I'm sure. Oh, no. Like the first week or two of reset, it's pretty busy a little bit, but it does die down pretty quick. Yeah, Clinky, I can't understand what that was saying. Something about apartment renting, I'm not sure. Autocorrect got you good. Oh, hold up. I didn't almost die. You almost died. My gosh, what is going on around here? Alright, we ain't messing around. Oh, Mercenary got just wrecked. These guys are... Alright, I gotta look real quick. What is there anything hiding in here? Doesn't look like it, I don't think. U1, Ghost Armor. Jeez, I'll just slam it potions. Someone said they think this is a perfect dusk. So yeah, mine's 538. You said 537 is what it'd be if it was perfect. So mine's better than perfect. Scrub saying any item base with enhanced defense always rolls with the best base defense. Yeah, I think I've heard that before too, actually, now that you mention it. Meant to be a dad joke. Well, we'll get it next time, huh? Appreciate the YouTube video, says Brown Bear. Helped get back into D2. Old school player. Nice, man. Thanks for watching the vids. Appreciate you. I got a perfect plus. Oh, yeah. I got a glitched armor with 1 extra defense. Let's go! Can't be confirmed yet, but... 15 Fizzy Sunday. The max on these is 10, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure I already have 10s. I was kind of looking and noticing, I think maybe I didn't even have a perfect one of these, possibly. I can't remember. Physical. Maybe it was magic. I think maybe the magic Sunder Charm I don't have. Actually, is the one I don't have max on still. I think it was one of those ones I always thought I did, so I never paid attention, and then now I don't. So I probably threw out several that were just perfect magic Sundies, so maybe. But also, I never used them, so. Yeah, heard a Jewel. There she is. Not a 40-15, disappointing. Mike said was farming for Essence, got a wind force from Bale on accident. Haha, nice. Can't complain about that. Good old bone knife. Okay. Clinky says it never found a wind force. You haven't found one yet. You got one in your near future, I'm sure. Skylar up a minute ago saying online player base, referring to that question. It's got his up and downs. This week's ladder will be popping. Yeah, it does. It's pretty busy, you know, the first few days over the first weekend of ladder reset for sure. I concur. See, isn't there some trick where you can load up a bone break, use thorns to reflect extra damage? Not that I'm aware. Not that I'm aware. Ethereal Linamos Sash Legendary. Your old video, Diablo 2 Resurrected early game Sork build guide. Is still good for Sork to start. Eric, what year is that video from? Oh no! It probably still is. Is it? I'm not sure which video from when and what I said. You know what I mean? It's probably because in Diablo 2 Resurrected they didn't make anything worse. They only made things better. So what I made that video about, they may have made stuff different now to where you could maybe make that same build better, or maybe there's another build that maybe I would say would be better now. But that one will absolutely be good, and it'll work exactly the same way that is shown in that video. That's kind of the good thing about how they changed stuff. They didn't change anything. Nothing got worse. So anything that was ever said was good, and you could show someone how it worked and how it worked good, it still will. Every single thing will still work good. The Hammerden works the same way as it did before. The Blizzard Sorceress, you know, so yeah, it would still be. It should still be good, relevant information. Shaco Trang's belt. Okay, well, Shaco's cool there. Xertion. It's always hype getting a Shaco. Always. Railsaurus said, started a Grail a couple weeks ago. Never knew so many items were in the game. Yeah, so many of them you just like see and you just don't even take a second glance at. There was one that I was surprised I had never really knew about until I did a Holy Grail. Torch of Ero. I don't think I had ever seen it until I had started my YouTube channel and I started doing the Holy Grail. I was like, what is this thing? What is this? Good call on that, Biv. If anyone's ever looking for teams, I do have a Look for Teams channel, which I would implore anyone to use to look for people to play with. Join the Discord right there. Appreciate you, Biv. Oh, it's another Geeds. Another one. Oops. Let's go like this. Okay. 127, 15, 35. It's really not a bad one. Really not a bad one at all. I definitely have better, though, on single player here. I got pretty much all 40s and whatnot, so good old Ariox Needle. This is P7, Scrubs. Skyler said that Geeds is better than the best one he's got. Well, have a 5-year-old single-player account, and you'll have plenty of better ones, I guess. No. I just got better than that, yeah. I probably never have one that good, even online, to be straight up. They really are more uncommon than it really seems sometimes. I know I found 2 of them here in the last, like, 10 minutes, but that's usually not the case. Like, when I start a ladder, sometimes it takes me forever to get one. I end up having to trade for one. Mike Murray, hopefully you knocked those 68 off the grill mega quick. Best of luck. Degenerate said it took him like 30 Geeds before he got one that was 40. Yeah, I never thought about how many I identified before I got... I feel like I didn't really have to do that many before I got a 40. I don't really remember, though. Yeah, since 128, 15, 40. I'm pretty sure I never found an absolute perfect one, though. I think the best one I have, it's like a couple percents off on the gold find from being perfect. Maybe. Oh, hold on. I didn't register what that was for a second. Good old dimensional shard. But this is the big one right here. Blade of Alibaba. Ooh, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Neat item. But Death's Fathom. Yo! 3128. I don't remember how that rolls. I don't remember how a lot rolls on this, to be straight up. I don't remember a lot. Those it's got to go up to 40 on the resistances, I would imagine. I don't know the cold skill damage though. What does that go to? 30 cold is perfect. Gotcha. I wonder how good the one is I got. Appreciate you, Fox. 30 40 40. Yeah, I probably have better, but we'll check it against what I have, I guess, just to make sure. Throw it on the ground some other time. Oh yeah, you know what I should do actually here? Let me double check and make sure my clips are coming through right. Okay, good. It's got to go up to 40 on the resistances. Yep. I had a discovery the other day that some days my clips just weren't working. It just wasn't clipping stuff for me to make videos of. Fox City got 230s. Very lucky. Sounds like it. I don't know what I've found of those. I don't usually use Death's Fathom very often, so I don't remember. Unreal. Oh yeah, I would. Ooh, okay. Oh, what am I doing here? I'm trying to pick up this assault helm that's going to be just garbage anyways. Get out of here. Some cat. You don't need no good luck. You're guaranteed a Burroon here in a second. A lot of skill stuff on there when you get the list of 4 of them like that. But yeah, not that great though. If I could get like 3 to War Cries. Or wait, can rare stuff get 3? No, I think it can only get 2, can it? 2 to War Cries, 2 to find item. Underrated spec that nobody plays. Oh boy, yeah, I don't know. Goodness. I don't know. Oh, Facet. I'm just not sure how to answer the question actually. Let me think about it while we identify first this. No good, but the Facet we know it's 5/5. Yeah. Huh? Why is it not 5/5? Weird. Well, we can use it for crafting. Max charged bolt sorceress. There you go. There's a lot of stuff that like works and stuff, but hard to justify when you got something else that's similar to it but better. So 3/3, that's not too bad. I'm gonna try Phil's Frost Nova. Yeah, Frost Nova's okay. The only thing with Frost Nova is you're not gonna be like in a player's 8 game like carrying people through chaos. You know what I mean? Like, I never really liked doing Frost Nova higher than like 3 people. So, just my own personal preference. You know, everyone else, you know, you do you type of thing, but. Marty saying D2's too old for anything to be underrated. I guess the way, if I were to answer underrated, I would say for like the average person maybe. Because there's some builds that we all know are good, like us that, you know, the guys that are watching Diablo 2 streams daily, you know. But the average person, like, I'll give you a for instance. I told this story the other day. When I played the enchant crossbow sorc, and I would hop in the games, and all the time, almost every public game I would jump in, people would be like, oh my gosh, look at this sorceress with a crossbow. Like, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like it. He's absolutely blasting. And I was like, how have you not heard about this build yet? But a majority of people don't watch Diablo 2 YouTube videos every day, or watch Diablo 2 live streams every day. So I guess I would say any of those kind of newer builds like that people have just semi-discovered semi-recently, you know? Like the crossbow, enchant sword, the throw barb even. I bet you a lot of people don't even know the throw barb is actually pretty good. I mean, but yeah. Obviously, to a lot of us, that's not like faux pally. I bet you a lot of people know about faux pally just because it's so easy it's so cheap and easy, and you don't need any specific gear to use it. And you know, like a throw barb, you pretty much have to. It's super gear dependent on the weapons. Enchant sword with the crossbow, yeah, of course you need the crossbow, or you can't even do the thing, right? So. Just dropped a low, says Archie. Grief time. Grief's a little bit of an upgrade on the weapon usually. When you get your hands on a grief, the game changes. You see, oh, and an Ogre Axe. Come on, you can do it. Cold design, yeah, the cold Amazon. It's not too bad. I haven't played a ton of them, but. A little bit. It worked pretty good. Throw barb good for like PvM, PvE against monsters. Yeah, it can work kind of good. You just have to do a lot of aiming, which is a downer for me. I'm not a big fan of aiming a whole lot. Ooh, man, rare stuff popping off. Another pretty rare one. But it can work pretty good with the right gear. Bloodlord Skull. Dark Force Spawn. Ooh. 332. 333 you can get. The defense, I'm not sure what it goes to. That's a pretty rare one. Who really cares how many curse skills it has, right? Who really cares? Like, oh man, this doesn't have perfect curses. I'm gonna have to throw that out. Cast rate. I think this is one I actually use once in a while on just to kind of switch it up for the, you know, the lore of using the Necro Head too, as well. If you want to get the most poison and bone skills you can get, along with a good amount of FCR there. Make your resistances up a different way. I think that's actually the one that I can use sometimes. Let me look real quick here. Yeah, I thought it went up to 180. For some reason I thought that went to 180. So it's one off on curses and then one off on ED from being perfect. I thought so. I don't know why I thought that went to 180. But I did, and it was right. Shocker, I know. LOD? Lod? I think let's go with the short and Lod, maybe. It says, loves the Fireballer. Yeah, it's pretty solid, pretty solid. Haven't played a Fireballer in a year or so. So it's, well, I mean, actually I use it for TZ Andy, but not like, I've been using this one like around. More than just Andy. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Phil been studying for trivia? No, I have not. No. Yeah, I'm not too good at the trivia stuff. Remembering everything down to the perfect, you know, the most obscure stats on something, or the most obscure, you know, mechanic that I would never take it, like never utilize. I don't memorize that stuff good. I have too many crosswalk signs in Spain memorized up, like Spanish crosswalk signs, and you know, South African road lines memorized up in this head to remember things for Diablo 2. $126 attack rating with 36 to gold find. Yeah, that's it's not too bad there. Not much of a gold find guy personally. Attack rating, you know, that's not too bad though. You need the attack rating gold find, I suppose. Jeweler's Griffin Head of Self-Repair. Range roll. Skylar saying bare minimum for a throw barb lacerator. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to dabble around a little bit. I want to find some way that I can at least take out, like, P1 Pindle with the throw barb right off the bat. Or at least take out a player's 1 Eldritch or something. You know, there's something I have to be able to take out, or else I just can't start with it. I'll have to start with something else. And I have a feeling when I start with the barb, I'm going to have to start with something else. So, do I have perfect Dungo? I'm not sure if I do or not. But I'll be honest, I don't use a Dungo on like any build ever. It's not terrible or anything. I just always don't use that. I always use something else. Like he said, wants to rock a passive Amazon playthrough. That's quite the challenge right there, huh? I don't want to do that, but hey, maybe you'll enjoy it. Is Mosaic Assassin hard to play? So Mosaic Assassin is broken, busted, but you do have to get 4 mid-runes to make it. So that depends on the person whether... And some people don't like the playstyle because you just like have to run around constantly. Don't let your charges run out. I personally do not play Mosaic Assassin, so... Gloves. I can't remember. Last time I think I was actually going after these guys. Oh yeah, but I can't static cap them because of the... Ooh, he's fire enchanted too. Perfect. Oh boy. I've been kind of getting that question a lot lately. What's a good... So I guess I would recommend probably a Hammerden is what I would recommend to most people, but... A lot of people... A Hammerden or Fists of the Heavens Paladin. Probably what I'd recommend. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to run those guys anymore. Too much work. Marty says you don't need to remember anything. That's what Google's for. I know, right? That's why I don't remember this stuff. Keep looking it up over and over again. How much MF we rocking? It's like 400 something, right? Yeah, 422 at the moment.
What do you need?
I think I'm gonna get rid of this and put in these guys. Screech, yo, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Oh, Jeff Bezos subscription. Appreciate ya. Hundo said he scheduled... Oh, where am I going? Scheduled the day off of work for ladder reset. Nice. Some people do that. It depends on when you work, but some people do the day of. Some people do the next day. Viper Fork or something, I think. Tommy pulled a burr from Andy. That's legendary. Legendary. Swish said you can usually find Lacerator for pretty cheap, like a non-ethereal, just a generic one. I believe that to be true. But yeah, I'm talking like the very first day you beat. Like, I need to find the rails in Amethyst, right? Like, what can I do? What can I do to get that stuff? That's kind of where I'm at. Unbelievable. I know one thing. I've tried it before, and I feel like it didn't work that great. But you can actually come over to Mali here and shop. And if you shop over and over again, kind of like you shop the Warcry javelins, you can find cruel, like throwing weapons, which would be like lower res throwing weapons, which is like 250, 270 ED on these throwing weapons. So it's not huge because they're not the best bases either, but just out of curiosity, I was seeing if I'd go through and see if there's anything crazy. Yeah, no. Prom said he found a perfect Geeds from Andy just now. Probably from a minute ago when it was still terrorized, I'm guessing, but yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Congrats. Perfect, perfect. Oh no, Andrew accidentally reset his map. No! Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I could, if I ever felt like it, I probably should re-roll these maps and spend an hour one day to get them better, but neither one of my maps is really perfect, but I just gave up. I was like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. Re-rolling, 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 blah. So anyone wondering, the new ladder reset is, it's on the 20th, so that's this Friday. Commander Replay is a big fan of Arcane Sanctuary, huh? For runes and stuff. I'll definitely go there from time to time. I'll do it, for sure. It's pretty easy, so easy and easy to get to. Large area. It's been a while since I ran Arcane, to be honest, but... Speaking of throwing weapons, I could hop on board with that if I found that right off the bat. It's not super great, but even finding something like that early on, give me a little help. Any good drops? We got all kinds of stuff, Trash. You must have hopped out for a minute. Easy Andy gave me a bunch of little things. Farm Rals from the Countess. This is true. Is Ral the highest rune you can get from normal Countess? I think it is. See, because for spirit runes you can get health, dull, or no, wait. Yeah, I think Ral is the highest one, right? I think. Trash is working the afternoon shift. Same here. Ooh, actually, I wanted to identify that Bullrug blade. If I could find the one that was like the one I had when I was younger. Oh, Andrew up a minute ago said the opposite. He rerolled his map and got a perfect map. Gotcha. I thought you were saying you nuked the good map you had. Hundo said, Warcry daggers instead of jabs. I mean, can you just shop Warcry daggers from people? I know you can find pretty much any weapon with that stuff on it, but that's the main reason why people usually go with the jabs, because you shop them from Mala so easy. But you can also get like throwing weapons that have 3 to Warcry on them too. Do you ever do 8-player ladder reset? I mean, every season I do ladder reset with a full team. Every single one. A wand. Six o'clock, so we got an hour of Meph here. Hopefully, Balrog Blade. Unfortunately, Flame Bell is no good. They should do that. I'm anti-change guy, but they should make it so. What is it called? I think it's called an O skill. Because Flame Bellow has Inferno on it. Unfortunately, you can't dual wield Flame Bellows on a barb to get both plus 17s adding together. For some reason, however, it's just the way they designed the game. Like, they thought it'd be too OP or something. You can't, oh! Be ethereal. Come on! It never is. It never is. Reaper's Soul's good item, though. We note those good items. But it can't be ethereal for me. I just looked up Magic Find a second ago. We're at 422. Undo says you can buy a dagger from Mala that's got 3 to war cries. Okay. Guess I just never seen / noticed or whatever. I've seen the throwing weapons, but... 2 Jaws, Burcham, Sir, 2 Ohms, all in 2 days. That's pretty crazy. So like these things? I guess I never tried to shop over here. Because there's just like... less of them? Yeah, if you get Cruel See, there's a crew right there, but it only goes up to 100 damage. Like, this is what I was talking about, trying to shop something like this, just as like a first piece to use when you get to health. But it's not really that great. I feel like I tried it before and it didn't work super great. Read war cries? Oh! These little throw daggers? Legendary. Anyways. Don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember if I reset or not. We'll reset again. Jordan, if you don't do your steaks well done with a smearing of tofu on the top, you're not even doing it right. A nice smear of tofu. And of course, if you dip it in a fine tomato reduction, that's how you do it. Just a little tomato reduction on the side to dip your well done steak in. That's how to do it. I think actually Heinz does this wonderful, just lovely tomato reduction sauce to go with it from Heinz, the company. Yeah, the finest tomato puree reduction. Been 2.5 hours still at it. I mean, PZ Meph, PZ Andy, how can you stop? Am I right? Why in God's name would you use ketchup on steak when you got ranch? That's a guy. Yeah, I'm just joking. Of course I would use ranch. But I mean, we all agree on the well done part, right? Like, that's... I know I was joking about the ketchup, but the well done we know is good. Clinky, nice. Got a Griffins, you say. You know what? Speaking of, like, and this is 100% honest right here, by the way. So watching like cooking shows and stuff, you know, they always want their steaks like medium rare, right? I didn't know this, and maybe a lot of you guys did. Did you know apparently people order pork chops medium rare? I didn't know that was a thing. I thought you had to cook pork like essentially just all the way. I thought it was like chicken. Like, you know, chicken you'd never order medium rare.
I did cows and Andy.
I thought pork was like that.
Down to a medium rare sirloin steak.
Race, thank you for the 100 bits, and hopefully you enjoy your medium rare sirloin. Ooh. No, but on these cooking shows like Gordon Ramsay and stuff, they're like, look at this, it's overcooked. This is supposed to be medium rare. Oh, pork chops, I'm not kidding. Let's get Scout's honor. Pink is okay. No, I'm sorry. I'll fight you to the death on this one, everybody. Pork chops, it's got to be cooked all the way through. It's like chicken. It's got to be white all the way through, or I'm not eating it. If someone gave me medium pork chops that were only cooked halfway through and pink the rest of the way, I would not eat it. I'd be like, I'm not eating this. I don't care what. You could Google it, and I'd say no. I'm not eating this. Slumpcat said he always specifies medium rare when he orders his bucket at KFC. Not a bucket, but I forget where I was, and I don't remember how old I was either. I might have been like, I probably was some kind of teenager, like 15 at the time or something. But I ordered chicken tenders, and I swear to goodness, they were completely raw in the middle like that. I took a bite, and it was just like a little band of cooked around the edge, and it was just completely raw inside. It was, Brown Bear said it reminds him of the League episode where they made chicken tartare. Oh, I don't remember that somehow. That's gross. Just gross. Ketchup on pineapple pizza? No. Ketchup on pizza, come on. Come on. Wait, what is this again? Is it Black Bogs? Oh, Flesh Ripper, yeah. Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike, Open Wounds, a little bit of everything, prevent monster healings. Yeah, Fox up a minute ago saying food's a sensitive topic. It is true. People are they get very agitated talking about food, especially how done your steak they prefer. That's like, there's no talking them out of it. Like, it's got to be still cool in the middle, or you might as well eat your own boot. If it's warm in the middle at all, you've ruined it. I don't know. That's web off the council le Scribleu says. Congrats on that. Yeah, the council's too annoying. It takes so long to take them out. And if I was running this with a Hammerden, I would just stop and take them out or something. But you ate a pineapple pizza on stream. I mean, pineapple on pizza is not even that bad. I would never choose it, but people get it, and I eat it. It's fine. It's like, it's good-ish. Yeah, people lose their minds. Tofu concierge. I am quite the connoisseur of tofu. Now, to be honest, I stopped getting tofu. I decided the amount of time it took to cook wasn't worth getting it, even though it's so cheap. He put ketchup on it too? Oh, okay. So ketchup on pineapple pizza, that's what he did. I could see people getting angry about that. See, Scott said got 10 more. I can stay before I go to job number 2, huh? Job number 2. Unfortunate. Appreciate you joining us though, Scott. Frozen orb charges on a... Just... Speaking of so worthless, frozen orb charges on a sorcerer's sword. It's crazy. Tommy S saying Nutella and bologna on a sandwich? Come on. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. Pineapple only makes bad pizza better, but good pizza worse, Unknown says. I mean, I don't know. I think it just makes the kind of pizza that it makes. I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal either way. Substitute the Canadian bacon pepperoni. Usually around my area anyways. If you get pineapple on pizza, it's usually because you got a Hawaiian pizza. And they do ham and pineapple. That's kind of the go-to in my area anyways. If you know, pretty much every pizza place has a Hawaiian pizza that you can get. Yeah, Tommy, it's a bit of a different one. I don't know who would try that usually. You know, it was the absolute goated combo back when you were a kid. Tell me everyone didn't do this. Regardless of what type of sandwich you make. But for me, we'll just say a classic ham and cheese. But a classic ham and cheese with potato chips on it. Tell me you never did it. Good old Griswold's Valor, okay. Yeah, definitely have many of them at this point, but one of them rare side items, you know? Big long number. Are you saying it was in Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada? Because if you say it's made in Canada, I mean, it's kind of made wherever you buy it. When we went to Hawaii, I got a Hawaiian pizza. Way better than the lettuce crunch, right? Chip Sando's the best homie. But then what you really do is up your game. You put, you do like nacho cheese Doritos or something. When you're really upping it. Anything you got around. Put some goldfish on the sandwich. Maybe we're going overboard here, but. Appreciate you, Scats. Good luck on the drop. He's out. Peace out. Have a good day. Fire die, yo! Welcome in. Oh, Degenerate, thank you for the gifted Slayership. Ooh. Goldfish on a sandwich. Yeah, not the cracker kind either. I'm talking about a fillet of goldfish on a sandwich. Just a little tiny fillet. You have to put a whole bunch of them on it. It's a you know, a fish sandwich, but a goldfish sandwich. Goldfish is really the tenderest of fishes, by the way. I don't know where I'm going. Just kidding. Right out of the kids fish bowl. Yeah, it's probably real cheap too, because you can get goldfish at like any of those big box stores for like, aren't they like 10 cents a piece? Boy, food's gonna get so expensive. People are gonna start buying the fish in the fish at Walmart in the pet section. Eat those. Sir Fox, you're going too far. I mean, a fox would eat a hamster, but anyone ever eat bluegill? I mean, yeah, sure. Bluegill are bigger than little goldfish, though. Goldfish macros OP. Andrew says basically an anchovy. Yeah. I guess you don't really fillet anchovies, though, right? You just eat them guts and all. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not a big anchovy. Guess I never tried them, but I wouldn't try them. Not really a huge fish fan myself, if we're talking straight up, to be, anyways. But ramen with peanut butter, just like ramen, like the 25-cent packs with peanut butter mixed in. I have not. Where are we at? Oh, we got all those. Good to go. 623. Sounds like a few people agree with you anyways. Raced is on board, it sounds like. Timu Pad Thai. I guess that is kind of what it would be like, huh? Viv said he's a big fan of putting A1 on everything, it sounds like. Says a lot of weird stuff. I guess everyone's got that sauce, right? Nowadays, every kid's obsessed with ranch. And every woman. I used to put pretty much like... Oh, it's not ethereal again, dude. Why? How is it never, ever ethereal? Just literally never. Didn't even roll that great. Oh, well. Now the Reapers. One of these days. The number of... Ooh, it is 3 resistances, but 5 is barely even considered existing. You'd figure I probably found 40 of those on single player at least. Alright, Sir Fox, peace out. Time for bed for you. Okay. Have a wonderful sleep. Well, Garda said he's going to go wake up his boss. Not sure if he means the wife or, or his boss is actually sleeping, but either way, peace out. Brown bear, that's quite the combo there. Quite the combo. Peanut butter, sharp cheddar bacon, and sriracha on a burger. Peanut butter burger, huh? I feel like I've maybe seen it around but never tried it. I don't it sounds... Yeah, I mean, craft burger places are kind of the rave lately. I don't know if I've tried that or not. Paul, best drop so far. Jeez, I don't know. Would it be like the Death Fathom, or would it be... I don't know. Dark Force Spawn, or... What's the Caduceus again? Ooh, is this ethereal? No. Ooh, 41 res on there too. Gross. 150, 41. Creeping real close to anti-perfect there. Creeping real close. That's unfortunate. Astrians. There you go, Cardboard. Appreciate you. Yeah, that 20 to life, 10 lightning res is up there too, right? Small charm. So almost midnight, Clinky says for you, 11:30. Going to bed, but you're getting hungry, all this food talk? Unfortunate. We ruined it for you. Slumpcat pulled a 4015 on a single player grill. Nice. That's what I actually found 4015 on single player as well. I got one online and one on single player about a month apart from each other. Crazy enough. Only 2 I've ever found in my life. Maybe they're about 2 months apart. Paul says, what's my best drop all time? I get that question once in a while, but it's so impossible to say. I don't know. Like, not a lot of people can say they found a Zod rune before. I found a Zod, so. But the 4015s was the best? I don't know. I mean, I found some huge, 43 life Pally combat skillers online and stuff like that, but also contextually, like, was my day 1 burr rune the nastiest drop ever? Or my almost perfect griffins I found on like the 2nd day of ladder the season before that? It's so hard to really say. Deep fried bacon? I mean, it sounds like it tastes good, but doesn't sound too good for you. streamer luck. Well, yeah, that burr rune is pretty awesome. I was like, we finished our playthrough. Well, I'm going to farm for like 20 minutes here just for S&G, see what happens. Oh, terrorized Black Marsh or something. Sure, I'll go out there and kill some monsters. Oh, burr rune! Ah! Tomac, peace out. Slumpcat said he pulled 2 2020 torches in one ladder. Can't complain with that. Sinful says, don't deep fry bacon. I mean, it's got to be good. Not for you, but it's got to taste good, though. All that luck keeping me from finding Heroes Might. That's exactly why. I would trade the 4015 on single player for the Heroes Might for sure. Rallosaurus, peace out. Glad to have you. Don't forget YouTube, hit that like button for me. Nightbot, love that guy. He's here all the time. This Nightbot guy, I don't know how. He just never misses a stream. Always shouting out to hit the like button. Guy's great. Yes, I know that's actually a bot that I set up. It's a joke. It's a joke. But yeah, hit the like button. Fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Deep fried bacon, it's when you deep fry it, it seals in the nutrients, so it's basically like a salad, says Swish. I mean, I can't confirm nor deny that, so I guess it has to be true. Yeah, calamari, disgusting. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Nightbot the goat, you ain't wrong. You ain't not wrong. I really just have him over on Twitch or over on YouTube telling him to hit the like button. I think he helps out with some of those whatchamacallit, exclamations, this and that on Twitch too. Good old mass or charged essence of hatred. Extremely high sodium salad. I mean, yeah. Paul said for him, he found a perfect Raven lore, either that or a 44 life Grand Charm. I mean, perfect Raven lore is like insanely rare. I know that. I would say the Raven Lord in my opinion, if between those two. Oh, dang it. Ferocious Bullrog Blade. That'd be cool. 450 damage with only 150 ED. He's so sick. Lamidram saying he got a 45 life. Poison and Bone by far. Leaps and bounds the best thing ever though. Congrats on that one at least. Brown Bear said he makes pancake bacon strips. I feel like now that you mention it, I've never done it, but I think I might have heard that before. I've seen it before. Maybe. Sounds familiar. 630, huh? Oh yeah, it's not there, is it? Sorry, I was looking at a couple things real quick. All right, Meph. It's about time. Andy was pretty good to me. No Tyros might, but Meph is... Time to step up. Time to step up. I know we don't get the same go-to drops from Meph as Mephisto. You get these things. But still. Let's get after him this time. Nothing. I knew it. I knew it. You know what? I just want to go look and show off at some stuff here for a second. Take a quick little break. There's some stuff I hero edited to do a video. Some lower level stuff. Where's like my melee weapons? I want to use some of these here in the near future, but I don't know exactly how I want to do it. Wait, where'd they go? Oh, right here. Some of these melee stuff. The super chest behind Mephisto. Yeah, I kind of got bored of hitting that, to be honest. Look at that cruel, or that Ogre Maul with 366 ED. How nasty is that? This one's just an Ogre. I had to keep it. Had to keep it. 320 on a dimensional. This one's not really the best, but couple skimmer shred. Had to keep some ethereal stuff, but ethereal lacerator, nasty. I want to look at some of the rare stuff though. Where is melee weapons? $319, another Ogre. I can't pass Ogre items, but this bow right next to it too. 418 Hydra unsocketed. Should I put my 4015 on single player in this Hydra right here? 418 ED Hydra rare item. Tell me that's not nasty. Some of these are just sick. I ID way more stuff than I probably should. This one 275 with 40 increased attack speed, and I could upgrade it. But this nasty, cruel Thunder Maul, only 264 ED, and it's almost 1,000 damage already. Yeah, this bow is crazy. Like, this is the only over 400 I think I've ever found. I forget the way that it even rolls that high, to be honest, but this is kind of crazy. Cranium Basher's just neat. Another 320, a couple of those. Ethereal Windhammer, goated. Wouldn't use a 4015 in it. Might drop an ohm or a low. Yeah, that's probably a better bet. But I mean, on single player, you got to use a 4015 somewhere, right? I don't know the bow attack speed breakpoints or anything like that. I am far from memorizing something like that. Tui, appreciate you. And let's see what else we got over here. 2 to barb, 295. I thought that was interesting. How great is it? I don't know, but ooh, a cruel Ogre Maul of the Locust. 269. Yeah. Anything else cool around here? What else we got that's cool? Almost, because if it has 40 increased attack speed, I know 300 is the max ED. So this is 1% off the max ED for having 40 increased attack speed. So it's pretty nasty, actually. Kind of, sort of. 338 with 20. I didn't even think it could roll, now that I think about it. But I could upgrade this to a, whatchamacallit. That's an interesting one. The sick Ogre? I know, right? Oh. So many sick Ogres. But it's interesting, this one's got almost 340 with 20 increased attack speed. Interesting. Yeah, that's about... I could upgrade it to a Phase Blade, yeah. It's weird how it works, though, because I think if you upgrade it to a Phase Blade, doesn't the damage actually drop? But you don't have any durability. I think that's kind of how it goes, but I just kind of want to look at those real quick. It always... I forget it. I forget they're over there sometimes, and I just like looking at them sometimes. Yeah, Commander Replay said he's got a rare item trophy mule. He thinks it's exciting to look at. Appreciate you. Yeah, everyone, it's just cool to look at because they're so uncommon and it's not as like, they're not as cookie cutter as like unique items, of course. You know, it's not like, oh yeah, that's a, you know, Azarath, but oh, it's like 15% ED different. Yeah, I gotta do something with that bow, though. That bow is huge. A low rune might not be a bad choice there. I gotta... I don't know. I'm not too... I don't know about too familiar. I don't play bows a lot. Boazons very much. I'd have to look into her a little bit. That bow gives you feelings? Nice. Commander replay. Okay, so I thought that it dropped it because I know that if you have a... Maybe it's something with it being ethereal. I think because I upgraded an ethereal Ginther's Rift. And the maximum damage it had went down. There might be something else going on there too, though. IO. Ooh, rare Ogre. Come on up. We'll hit it. We'll hit it a few times back there, I guess. Deadly Strike seems nice. Yeah, it definitely would be. Definitely would be. The Lawn Gnome talking about that Hydra Bow I showed a minute ago said, Strafe is on. What he would say. Yeah, I've barely played Strafe, like, at all, to be honest, too. Barely played Strafe at all. Maybe we'll try it out after the ladder, when I get bored of ladder. Skylux is gonna hop out, attempt the tower runs. Okay. Peace out. Have a good time. Multi-shot still rough. Gotcha. Yeah, that's one of those builds you don't see people play very often. Not that nobody does, but you just don't see a lot of, you know, you don't hop into random Bale games or random Chaos games and see like a Strafazon just like... Perfect reenactment and sound effect, by the way. Perfect. Smadinage, what's going on? Welcome in. Physical bow is Lawn Gnome's faith. Gotcha. He said with faith, multi-shot Rex. Yeah, maybe that could be some of the next upcoming rune words, huh? Something for bow. Let's see, faith. Does faith take a jaw rune? That would be painful. That's a rare amulet. JK. Jaw and Ohm. Oof. I think I do have like 4 jaw runes on single player though, so... And Faith is one that is... It's a common rune word to make for the expensive rune words, you know what I mean? It's not uncommon. It's not like I'm gonna make a, wind or something, I guess. I don't know. Or like when you make, because you can use a faith on an Act 1 Merc if you want to too for certain builds and stuff. So it's got a few uses. It's not like when you make the gear for like the Dream stuff for a Tesladin, you only use it for that one build. No, nothing else. Storm Spike Grace said he knocked off his Grail list. Nice. Checking him off. It's so funny, the Grail, though. I never really thought about it this way until someone in chat had said it. I don't remember who. But that really your Holy Grail is just people saying, hey, I'm going to farm until I find Tyro's Might. And sure, you check all the other stuff off, but everybody always finds everything else first. and then they're just left with Tyrell's Might. So really, it's just I'm going to find Tyrell's Might, and you just accidentally find the other stuff along the way. Obviously, there is some people that's not how it works, but that's like 90% of people. That's how it goes for them. Is my guesstimation. Tommyson can vouch for the strafe. Use a bow with knockback, 35-15 jewel in it. Act 1 is rocking the faith. Okay. The faith on the mercenary. I could do that. Faith on the mercenary. Rock that rare bow on my character with the 40-15 in it. I mean, to be honest, that's about the only place I would be using a 40-15. Probably. So maybe I'd just do it. Because that bow would be 459 ED after I put a 40-15 in it. That'd be pretty crazy. Classic blanket stainless fill. I said for 90% of people, Tyrell's Might's the last one left. I'll blanket whatever statement I want. Mr. Teague. Metalhead, welcome in. Got back into D2R recently. Welcome back. Whoops. Not bad. I mean, for a summoning druid one, I guess. Let's see, 2. Yeah, I mean, you don't need... The FCR is probably not super important, but if you are summoning, maybe you could be throwing tornadoes along with it. 11 strength. It's an interesting little one to find, I guess. Interesting. Baby interesting. I don't know too many rare amulet stuff like that, so maybe we'll note that. I don't need it, but it's interesting. Most TCs are roughly 1 in 3,500. It says Commander Replay, but Tyrell's Might 1 in 12,000 from TZ Andy. Yeah, it's super rare. I kind of looked into all that stuff when I did a video about the 10 rarest uniques in the game. What a great drop. What a great drop. Fired Eye said he went to Mayhem 5 days. Getting too old for the Moj Pit, yeah. The Moj Pit I'll hop in for like literally 12 seconds and then I'm like, alright, I'm done. Oh, Metalhead, I didn't see you got into D2R again with your lady and you said she's liking it. Interesting. That can be good and bad. Because D2R is a good thing to kind of like decompress, do by yourself. But then your wife wants to play with you all the time. But hey, it could work out great too. You have something to do together. So yeah, congrats on that. Come on. There we go. Wasn't looking at the screen there for a second. Yeah, Meph, Reaper's Toll champion Phil here. Oh, let's go! I never find him ethereal. I figure the third one in the last half hour. The third one in the last half hour, and finally it's ethereal. Finally. How good we gonna get? $223 goes up to 240, I think. So I'm happy with that. About dang time. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, Jordan. 10 minutes left on the TZ. We got one finally. After 45 Reaper's Tolls, I finally got one. Or 75 Reaper's Tolls, something like that. Not a bad roll either. Not too bad. Maybe that's what we plugged the 4015 in, huh? 4015 in the Ethereal Reaper's Toll. Gotta use it somewhere. Nice. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody. Lawn Gnome says, no, 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 no. Don't put the 4015 in that thing. Yeah, I don't know the Act 2 breakpoints. Probably doesn't need it, huh? Or does it actually? I don't know the Act 2 breakpoints. I don't pay too much attention to that stuff. 60% of the time, you find one every time. That's science, Jordan, right there. Perfect science. Slap a shawl in it. Yeah, that's the cheaper way for sure. I mean, I have enough other jewels like or wait, is a shell rune are those 20 increased attack speed in the shale rune? I don't remember now. Oh, it is 20. Okay, appreciate you, yeah. Reaper's Toll in the Merc. Another good way to do a throw barb. Yeah, the only thing is, because Reaper's Toll has a little bit of cold damage on it, right? Yeah, 4 to 40 cold damage, which is always unfortunate on a Barbarian. Steve, welcome in. Interesting comment, but welcome in. Yeah, degenerate. See, I told someone, was that you I told earlier? I can't remember who it was. I said, you just got to complain enough and you'll get exactly what you want. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Right? He's using Phil AI. Oh, yeah? That does look like the answer AI would give. Yeah, we'll see what's up. Did they ever... It's not really my forte for sure. I know Rib Cracker. But like an ethereal zotted Rib Cracker for a Fury Druid. Do they ever do like an ethereal zotted Reaper's Toll for a Fury Druid? Because it has a bunch of attack speed, right? Like it's pretty quick. You got the Decrep proc coming? Or do they just never do that and they always stick the Reapers on the Mercenary and call it a day? I feel like I've done Fury Druid with a Reapers before, but I've never like tried to go for the max, you know, ethereal with a Zod in it or something. I'm pretty sure I've done Reaper Wolf. Degenerate said he IDs Ogre stuff all the time, hoping he can post something in my Discord. Nice. Yeah, if you find anything crazy, Ogre items, you gotta at me on that one. Some like 425 ED Ogre X. You found Cheerios Might? Interesting, Metalhead. Is that a new cereal, or a new flavor? That's a funny autocorrect, I'm gonna be honest. It's a very funny and awkward autocorrect. But yeah, you got Cheerios Might, but you got other stuff you haven't found, you say? Well, good thing you found the Cheerios Might already. You got the hard one out of the way. Looking tan? It's the lighting. I mean, you see me all the time, Calback. You'd know if I'm actually tan or not. Oh, look at that. Do I look tan? Don't I just look like the same? How about now? How about now? Do I look tan? How about now? Oh! Move some sliders, changes everything. That's how my voice actually sounds like this too. I actually have a super high-pitched voice, and I just move some sliders around and all of a sudden it gets real deep. I look like the Necromancer from D3? What? They got a bald Necromancer in D3? I don't know. They don't even have a Necromancer in D3. They got a Witch Doctor. Trying to trick me up here, huh? Metalhead said you found your Cheerios Might in a TZ cow game? You found 4 Sacred Armors in a week. That's crazy. I think you got a glitched map or something going on there. Pretty crazy. Yeah, always. He went to cows for his Cheerios because he needed milk, right? Cardboard got a Death Fathom from Meph. Nice. Yeah, Metalhead. I'm at about 10 Templars as well right now, so right there with you. But you got the Cheerios already, though. See, if I would have found the Cheerios first and then 10 Templars, it wouldn't seem as bad. Super quick, bunch of damage to demons, ED. I forget the way that's calculated. For some reason, I seem to remember that the damage to demons percentages, like, doesn't calculate into, like, seem to do as much as regular ED. I forget, though. Complicated. Alrighty, looking at the time here, there's a few more minutes, but this, I think it's gonna be the last run, fellas. Gotta get some dinner. I'm pretty hungry, gonna be honest. So we had some good drops today, and then, oh, final drop of the day. Oh man, for show. Let's check this too, huh? Not good. Maybe just because. We'll see what's up. Ethereal Ishuda's on the last one. This is no good. Got Fool's Mod. Can we get a perfect? Ah! Ethereal for show, and then it rolls 1 skill. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. How do you drop it from the cube like that? What do you mean by drop it from the cube like that? I click here, and then I come over here, and I click. Boop. So, pretty much maybe you're saying how... Maybe it looks like I'm dropping it straight from the cube because I click, I hit escape and click real quick. So maybe you think I'm dropping it straight from the cube. But really I'm just like IDing it and just going like this real quick and moving on. No, just all natural quick fingers. So But all right, appreciate y'all. We had some good runs. Crazy terror zones today. Don't forget, hey, I just put out a highlight video. What was that, yesterday? I posted it on Father's Day. Make sure you guys check it out. If you haven't done so already, some great drops in that sucker right there. Novasork just wrecking. So last video on my channel, make sure you check it out. But yeah, peace out and keep laying. Oh, yeah.